Welcome to the DO Boxing Show. I'm your host, Dameon Okposio. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Today is Thursday, May the 25th, and there is so much going on. First of all, today's birthday of a good friend of mine, Vadim. Happy birthday to you. And now starting off the show, we're going to be talking about the events between now and the near future. So my event is coming up very shortly, but there is an event that's happening even before that, and so I want to mention that. So Toronto Newsgirls is having an event. Savoy Hoy runs Toronto Newsgirls Boxing Club, as far as I know, and she is going to be hosting an event today, Thursday, May 25th at about 8 p.m. So hopefully enough people see this that if they're interested in going to Toronto Newsgirls, they'll be able to go down. And you know, I've gone to other events involving Savoy Hoy. She's a very creative lady, so I'm sure the evening is going to be very creative. I don't believe it's a boxing event. I believe it's kind of like a performance of memoirs, but you can always contact Toronto Newsgirls and get the full information on that, or look on the event section of Facebook and see exactly what it is. It's going to be on at 8 p.m. today. So if you get an opportunity, it's going to be a little bit of a change to the norm when it comes to boxing events, and I think that that's always cool. So coming up on Saturday, May the 27th, man, that is going to be a busy day for boxing. And as I've called it before, this is the platinum age of boxing. Remember, I coined that phrase. Check out the old episodes. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on Saturday, May the 27th. First off, there is world-class boxing in Canada at the Aiken Centre in Fredericton, New Brunswick, where you're going to have a lot of great boxing. Tom Whitten, Brandon Brewer, and the list is going to go on and on of local Canadian talent that you can catch if you're on that side of the country, or if you're planning on going out to the east end of Canada, the East Coast. And you know, Brandon Brewer is an intelligent, talented young fighter that understands the game of boxing, understands the game of marketing, and he's doing a tremendous job about putting boxing back on the map. So if you're looking for world-class boxing on that day, you have an opportunity to go to Fredericton and take part in that event and watch that event. On the world stage on Saturday, May the 27th, we have Errol Spence, who I had an opportunity to meet when he was down here, and he fought a couple years ago at the Aiken Centre, and he trained at Huff Gym in Mississauga. Great guy, great family. You know, you'll see him posing with Below the Belt Boxing magazine. Thank you, Errol Spence Jr, for doing that. And he's going to be facing off one of what I think is going to be his biggest challenges against Kell Brook on that day. I think the Eastern time, so I think it's going to be showing here around 5 p.m. So I'm not sure if I'm going to catch the original showing. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a rebroadcast, and hopefully it'll be on that same evening. I'll do another episode giving my prediction about the Errol Spence and Kell Brook fight. I'll break it down and actually tell you exactly why I'm predicting the person that I predict to win. Of course, on Saturday, May the 27th, my event's going to be taking place. So it's the 2017 Boxing Expo, and basically I wanted to make it a full day of boxing. My long-term plans is to make it a weekend of boxing, inspired and fashioned after the International Boxing Hall of Fame that they have in Canastota every year. I know it's going to take a lot of years to build up to that, but that is the end goal, basically. A whole weekend of boxing festivities. But the 2017 Boxing Expo, all day of boxing, starts with a trade show. So remember vendors to set up 9 a.m. at the Hansa Haus in Mississauga, 6650 Hurontario Street in Mississauga. The doors will open to the public at 11 a.m. and it'll go to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. the doors are going to close and will only be open to the fighters that are fighting in the evening so that they can do their way into medical. So the vendors have to break down because the hall is going to be converted. So the boxing trade show is 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have a number of great vendors. There's going to be some activity you'll see there, some boxing training. You'll be able to purchase equipment. You'll be able to make good business connections while you're there. So, you know, don't just, if you're a vendor, don't just stay at your booth. And if you're coming to visit, don't just go to one part of the hall. Make sure that you get around to everybody, talk to everybody. Because most people, if they have a booth set up there, they may have more than one business or more than one interest. And you never know where you can make other business connections while you're there. Then from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Boston Pizza, which is virtually across the street at 50 Courtney Park Drive, we're going to be holding the second Ontario Boxing Hall of Fame inductions, where we're inducting 11 inductees. This event is sold out. I have no more tickets. The only way that I'd have space now for this event is if somebody that purchased tickets says they cannot go. But otherwise, we are sold out over the space that was allotted to me. And actually, I have to ask the owners within today or tomorrow whether I can even go over that a little bit. But we're sold out for that event. I'm hoping it's going to be good. You know, Boston Pizza, I've eaten there 100 times at this location. The staff is great, the food is great, and I'm hoping that will be the case on this evening. We're going to be giving out a scholarship, the DO Youth Boxing Scholarship. This is sponsored by Steve Hayden in the memory of his parents, Vincent and Ellie Mae Hayden. And we're going to be giving out an award that we started last year, which is the Outstanding Achievement in Boxing Award, which was given out to Fitz Vanderpool last year, and we'll be giving it to a new recipient this year. So that event is going to go until 7 p.m. We're going to have a recording artist, Vonnie, singing. We're going to also have illusionist Ray Chance performing there. So it's going to be a good evening, a 2-hour event. 7 p.m. it's finished. Whoever's there at Boston Pizza is welcome to stay there if they wish, but they also have access to the fights. And we're holding fights that evening at the Hansa Haus. So it's going to be right back to the Hansa Haus where the trade show was. The fights are going to go from approximately 7:30 to 10:30, maybe not even that late. And it's going to be exciting bouts. You're going to get a look at a great amateur competition, and it's going to be sanctioned under the Ontario Boxing Association. It's $20 in advance, and it's also $20 at the door. So it's going to be a tremendous value. It's going to be a tremendous evening, and that's going to be Saturday, May the 27th. So we still have tickets for the trade show, which is $5 in advance, $8 at the door, and that's for everybody. That's for everybody, because I know some people are going to ask me about children. Please look at the flyer. I think it's children under 4 are free. 4 years old and under are free. Otherwise, it's $5 in advance, $8 at the door. There is also going to be some great boxing coming up, so I just wanted to mention a few things before ending off the episode. June 3rd, Three Lions Promotions putting on an event. It's going to be the tribute to Muhammad Ali, and it's going to feature a lot of local talent. Kevin Hickson, Stephen Wilcox. They'll also be at the Boxing Trade Show, so if you're looking to be able to purchase tickets for that event, you can purchase them at the trade show on May the 27th. June 17th, this year, Live Co. is putting on their second professional bout this year in Cornwall. Tony Lewis is going to headline the card against Cam O'Connell. It's going to be an all-Canadian showdown in the main event, and that should be a great professional fight. August the 12th, this is going to be something that is great, and again, a little bit of a break from the norm in boxing. So we got an evening under the stars in honor of Eddie the Hurricane Mello, and he was a great Canadian boxer, and that is going to be taking place on August the 12th, 2017 at 8:30 p.m. It's going to be a boat cruise, and there is going to be food, there's going to be music, and it's going to start at 8:30 p.m. The tickets are $75, and it's going to be for a night of great entertainment And then the cause is going to be to go and help young people in terms of with boxing equipment, and the proceeds are part of the proceeds are going to go to victims of homicide as well. So it's going to be a really cool thing to do that's related to boxing, and it gives you some versatility, just like Savoy Hoy's event that's going to be taking place tonight. So remember the 2017 Boxing Expo. You can still get tickets to the trade show if you're looking to take the family out for a relatively inexpensive day. Come down to the trade show. It'll be $8 at the door per person, and you're going to get 6 hours of entertainment, which you can't get anywhere for that kind of money. And that's going to be at the Hansa Hall. And then we're going to have amazing fights in the evening time at the Hansa Hall for just $20. You can purchase tickets to those events at the door, and you can purchase them on the day, Saturday, May 27th. I was delivering tickets earlier, but it is way too close to the event for me to be able to offer that service now, so I won't be delivering or mailing out any tickets, but you can buy them at the door. Thanks again for tuning into this episode, and we hope to see you out on Saturday, May the 27th. If not, we're going to be doing future episodes where we will be able to give you a glimpse. And just as a side note, next year's event is going to be May the 12th. So the date is already booked. New inductees will be announced in September 2017 for the 2018 induction dinner. Thanks for tuning into this episode. Remember, you can ask us any questions related to boxing by sending us a message through Twitter at DOKPOSIO, through email okposio@hotmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to get every episode of the DO Boxing Show. Thanks for tuning into this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.